Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nancy Abila. On this channel I film about faith, relationship and lifestyle. Film about every other good stuff. If you're new here, thank you so much for coming around. Thank you for discovering me, and I hope you consider subscribing before you leave. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back. Thank you. I do not take it for granted. Thank you for 2023 and thank you for 2024. All right, I think this is the first video I'm making for this year, so I'd like to say happy new year everybody. Happy new year, and I hope this year will be a better year in our lives. This will be our best year yet, right? Whatever we are believing God for, whatever goals and goals that we've set for ourselves for this year, God will help us to achieve it in Jesus' name. Amen. Okay, so in today's video I'll be talking about something that is relatable. I always talk about things that are relatable. Okay, I like to talk about some of the things that as a first time mom, as a new mom, I'm beginning to experience it, and I'm sure some other mothers, they've been experiencing it. Some persons have complained actually, but I don't know. I just want to talk about it here. I have heard about it. I've witnessed it, and I decided to come share with you guys. Okay, so guys, without further ado, let's get to it. There are a lot of things that older parents, experienced parents, yeah, that's the word, experienced parents. There's a lot of advices that they tend to give to newer parents, younger parents, especially first-time moms and all that. I don't want to call them unsolicited advice, because some of those advices are good advice, and yeah, but then there are some advice that are I'm like, oh okay. So guys, number one of these things is you hear someone tell you that, oh, don't carry your child too much. When you carry this child too much, they will get too used to your hand. And I'm like, oh, wait, just wait. Okay, so what am I supposed to do when my child is crying? Allow the child to be crying because I don't want my child to get used to my hand? First of all, whose hand are they supposed to get used to? Yours? Make it make sense. Whose hand? Like, what else am I doing with this, my hand? What else am I doing with my hand in this life? I don't understand where their ideology is coming from. Don't carry your child for too long. Don't use your hand. Don't use hand carrying to spoil the child. The child will get used to your hand. And if my child gets used to my hand, isn't that a plus? Like, isn't that a good thing to me as a parent? Whose hand should they get used to? My hand, of course. So I don't see anything wrong in a child getting used to the mother's hand, because obviously I'm the only one that is carrying this child, and then when the daddy comes back from work. But for the most part, 95% of the time we are together. So I don't know how and why the child will not get used to my hand. Number two thing is making ill comments about other people's children. Making ill comments, like talking in the presence of their mothers, like you want to talk down on a child in the presence of the mother. I think all those things should stop in this. It should have gone with 2023. This 2024, we can do better. We can do better. You cannot be talking nasty things about a person's child and you expect the person to just keep quiet and be watching you. You can't even try that with me and my child. If not, you have me to contend with. Obviously my child cannot defend herself, so that's why I'm there. If you talk ill about her, we will get it hot. So don't even bring that leg towards me and my child. Another thing is comparing people's children. I think this is the one I hate most. Comparing people's children. I saw a picture. I think I posted this picture on my story some time ago. I saw a picture of I understand when this thing is coming from a place of love. I understand. Like, I have a mommy in church that when she sees my child and she's like, my darling, this my baby is supposed to be bigger than this one. Are you sure you are feeding this baby correctly? Are you sure you are breastfeeding this baby? And then when she says that, when I get home, I'll carry my child, and like, if I was breastfeeding her, for example, 10 minutes before, this time around I will double it and be like, me, I cannot answer query next week. Oh, yeah, come and suck this breast, oh, and make sure you you suck this breast. That is from a place of love. I understand when it's coming from a place of love. That's not the one I'm talking about. I'm talking about you comparing people's children. You're telling me, this your child is so months. This child is supposed to be fatter than this. So can't you see the other person's child? They are the same month. They are the same kidney. And that one is fatter. The gene is, I don't get it. There are some children, if you like carry this thing to pump them, they will not get fatter than that. There are some, even when you are not feeding them all the time, they are naturally big. So you don't compare people's children. It is so absurd when you, how, like, make it make sense. Comparing people's children, like. Another one is, this also has to do with making ill comments about other people's children. And if you look at the person's child and you're like, how many months is a child? And they tell you, and you're like, by now this child is supposed to be crawling, by now this child is supposed to be standing, and that is by your own calculations. Like I said earlier, you can't even try this with my child or with me. You can't come and tell me this about my child, me and you. Let me not say sure, but then it is wrong. It is very wrong to make some ill comments about people's children. There are some children that at 4 months they're already crawling. I don't know, maybe they're already sitting comfortably. There are some at 8 months. We have a family friend that the child is already taking steps. I think at 8-9 months. I don't know if the child is even up to 9 months. Maybe around 8-9 months, the child is already taking steps, to start walking. There are some children at 8 months they're already walking, but they might not grow teeth on time. There are some children at 6 months they already have teeth, but they are not sitting properly on their own. There are some children that it differs. So it is so appalling when you start comparing people's children, or when you start using your own calendar to dictate what should happen in other people's children's life, because by your calculation they are supposed to, the fact that your own child did that thing at that month does not mean that is the way it works for every child, right? It doesn't work like that for every child, and you should not compare any child to the other person. Don't you say, I can't see that this person is walking already, is standing there. Allow children to do. Yes, I understand when a mother is not, sitting the child, teaching the child how to sit and all that. You're always carrying the child on your back and all those, yada yada yada. But then there are some children that they don't work with the same calendar with other children, so just let them be. Another thing is you thinking you can teach people how to love their kids, how to love their children, what they should do, what they should not do, how they should treat their children, what they should do for them to show that they love their children. People know how to love that. You can't come and teach me how to love my child. You can't. I know how to love my child. In fact, my child has carried all the I know how to love my child. So you thinking you can come and teach me how to love my child, you are just, I don't know, you're just wasting your time. You can't teach me how to love my child. You can't teach a mother or a parent how to love their children. Another thing is you complaining that what somebody bought for their children is very expensive. Imagine me buying something for my child and then you're telling me, this one is too expensive for a child. Hey, is it expensive? Is it your money? Are you the one wearing it? So why are you complaining? You shouldn't people go all out for their children. Then someone will be there telling you that the way you are pampering this child, the way you are over pampering this child, you will spoil this child though. Is it your spoiling? Allow me to spoil my child. Like, I don't understand. Sometimes it makes me laugh. The way you are pampering this child, the way you are showing this child, the way you are caring for this child, you will spoil this child though. let them spoil. If that is the way you think I will spoil my child, let that child spoil. It's not your spoil. God do not allow me to spoil my child, but in the wrong way. But when you say you're spoiling a child silly, like I want to spoil you, you know, there is another meaning of spoiling. When you say you want to overpamper somebody, let me do it. Imagine my first child that has all the love that, in fact, all the love that I have. The child has carried everything. You're not telling me that I'm going to spoil my child. I'm ready for it. I'm here for it. I buy something expensive for my child. They're telling me that this thing is too expensive for a child. I will spoil the child. I remember growing up, my mom was always buying expensive jewelry for me. Like, I don't think I wore those colored. There's this pin earring that, you know, children used to wear those days. It has green, red, blue, yet normal pin earring. It has different colors. My mom would not buy that kind of earrings for me. Then I think it was 10 naira. Then the other one was 50 naira. Then I don't know. I can't remember. But you won't catch me wearing those earrings because my mom would not buy it for me. She used to buy me GL. Then people used to tell her that the things you're buying for this child, you will spoil this child. You will imagine my mom doing those things for me then, and then you expect me not to do much more for my child, and you are telling me that the things I'm buying for my child is very expensive. Allow people to show their kids love in the best way they think they can. This one is another high level of wickedness. I don't know if it is wickedness or something. Imagine a child is learning how to sit. The child is not sitting properly on his or her own yet. The child is probably learning how to sit. Then the child sits for a while and starts crying. Probably the back is paining him or her, or he or she is tired of sitting because they are not used to it yet. They are still learning it. And then the child starts crying. You are not telling the mother, don't carry him or her, don't carry her yet, don't carry him yet, leave her there, let her cry or let him cry, so that he will be strong and he will learn how to sit. For excuse you. Rishi, according to Yoruba. So I should leave my child to be crying because I want him or her to learn how to sit. Don't worry, step by step we will get there. Rome was not built in a day. So that child will not learn how to sit in 24 hours only. You sit small, I carry you. You sit again, I carry you. Which one is? Don't carry her. Leave her. So that she will be strong. If you keep carrying her like this, she will not. For crying out loud, this child has been sitting for a while now. The back is paining the child. Like, maybe it's because I'm a first-time mom. Maybe I'm not used to it yet, or maybe the body is catching me. Somebody will tell you, it's because it's your first child. That's why your body is catching you like this. Allow people to express themselves. Yes, I understand. She's my first child. That's why body is catching me. I'm not arguing the fact. Body is catching me actually. If body does not catch me towards my child, where would the body catch me? Around you. Body is catching me. Nobody is disputing that fact. Right? So allow the body to catch the person properly. Don't say, it's because it's a first child. It's because it's a first child. That's why you are treating. Allow them. Just allow them. Like, I feel like something happened that even prompted this video. Something happened few weeks ago. Yeah, a few weeks ago. Somebody came to my house. A friend came to my house actually. Say a friend now. I don't want to say the relationship between me and that person, whether a friend, a neighbor, a church member, a colleague or something. I don't want to mention, right? Because I know if I say it, a lot of people will know who I'm talking about. Somebody visited me, and not visited. Okay, she came so that I would help her figure out something. There's something I have an idea about, and then she is into that thing as well, and she has probably collected a contract from somebody, and the person told her that don't worry, I'm not using it now, All of a sudden, the person said, okay, I want to use it. So it was like an emergency something, and she didn't to figure it out. So she came to me and be like, okay, please come. She came to my house in the morning. Please come, come and help me figure this thing out. Help me figure it out. I'm like, okay, no problem. When she came, I was trying to rock my baby to sleep. My baby is type that if she does not have the mind to sleep, you are forcing her to sleep. She's the type that if she does not have the mind to sleep, if it's not in her mind to sleep, and you're forcing her to sleep, she will sleep. Oh, she will sleep for you. But when you do, the sound of your breath alone is enough noise to wake her up. But when she wants to sleep, when she means in her mind, she has proposed in her mind to sleep, if you like, increase the stereo, be using the loudest Bucci mix blender to be blending bottle, whatever it is you are doing, she will not even blink. She will sleep. But if she's not in the mood to sleep, you force her to sleep, she will sleep. Small thing like this will make her wake up. So I was going to do something inside, so I was trying to rock her to sleep so that I can do what I wanted to do. Next thing, this person walked in and like, oh, please come help me figure out this thing. I thought it was not time, but the owner of this thing said they need it as soon as possible. I'm like, okay, please let me make her to sleep first so that we can look at it and figure it out together. And then my child slept. After a while, because it was not in her mind to sleep, she just slept for me, for peace to reign. In less than 5 minutes, she woke up and then started looking for attention normally. I left what we were figuring out and I went to attend to her because it's her right. I went to attend to her, made her to, stop crying. She was not really crying loud, like not really cry. So she now started playing. I gave her toys and she started playing. Next thing, I went back to what we're doing. She was playing on her own, all by herself. After a while, she got tired. She's the kind of person that, I'm sure every other child does that. When she's playing and talking to herself, all those yeah, and you're not responding, that one will warrant another wahala. So she has been talking to herself and I was not responding to her. She now started crying again and all that. I now left what we're doing and carried her so that I can breastfeed her. Because when she woke up the first time, I didn't breastfeed her just because of what I was trying to figure out with. I carried my child to breastfeed her. And then the person said to me, oh, Nancy, do fast now. Not really do fast. Oh, Nancy, now, leave her first. Let's do what's important. I'm like, wait. What? Did I hear you well? Did you just say that to me? I carried my child on my leg and I took my time. I was like, make this thing make sense. Somebody that is more important to me than I am to myself, you're telling me that I should leave her and do what first of all, I was not even angry with the fact that you came to my house unannounced. You bashed on me unannounced. I had to leave what I was doing, pause whatever I was doing to help you figure out what I was not informed initially. You didn't tell me about it. I was not there when you collected contract. When you even collected the money, I was not there. Because I wanted to help you figure out something. You are not overstepping your boundary. Okay, come and go. I was not even the one that said go. She knew that she has overstepped her boundaries. Next thing, when she saw my mood and everything has changed, she packed herself and left. Before she now left, she now left, and then she called me. Hello, I hope the baby is not crying again. I just dropped the call. I'm like, even though, let's even say you're on hot seat, you're on your toes. Okay, you're on your toes. Somebody is you are putting yourself on your toes. You not think you can come to my house and put me on my toes too, and then abandon every other thing, including my child. I can abandon every other thing to help you figure out whatever it is you want to figure out. But my child, hell no. No, we can't negotiate it. Is it that she's okay or she's okay? Every other thing can wait. Every other thing. There is nothing that is as important as It is well. Another thing people do is shouting at a child because the child is crying after the mother. The mother drops the child, and then the mother is walking away. Child is crying after the mother, and you are shouting at the child for crying after the mother. Make this thing make sense now. Studies, research has shown that children tend to misbehave when they see their parents because they know, with this person I am safe. I'm in the safest of hands. Naturally, they know this. They feel comfortable, they feel safe when they are with their parents. So they tend to misbehave. They tend to do anything doable because they know they are protected. Even you as an adult, you do that too when you are in your father's house. You know that, okay, I'm safe here. Children tend to misbehave when they are with their parents. You're not shouting at a child for crying after the mother. Who is the child supposed to cry after? You? No, now. No. Who is the child supposed to get used to? You? For someone like my child, I don't have a nanny yet. I don't have a help yet. It's just me, she, and my husband. I mentioned earlier, 95% of the time, we are together. Anywhere I'm going to, whatever I'm doing, we are together. Except daddy comes back in the evening. She sees daddy in the evening. Very early in the morning, daddy's off to work. And then we continue with our own activities. Going wherever we are going to, whatever work we are doing, whatever thing we are doing, we are together. And then you expect my child not to get used to my hands, my bag, or get used to me. When another person carries this child, that face is not familiar. This is not the face I used to see. This is not the person I used to know. This is not the hand I used to know. The child starts crying. And then you are shouting at the child that the child is crying after the mother. Please, let's treat this human being with, love and care. You shouldn't be harsh on them. You are harsh on them. You are shouting at them. Do they even know why you are shouting? You are beating them. Do they even know why you are beating them? I was telling my husband one time. I said, let me not even say that. Okay. Lastly, I'd like to say that as a person and as a mother, know this, that nobody can love your child more than you. There are some persons that want to come and do, I don't want to say over sabi. Somebody has quarreled me one time that me, anywhere I'm going to, I'm carrying umbrella. I know I'm always carrying an umbrella for my child. This child is, imagine me walking by, let's say, hot afternoon, 2-3, hot afternoon, and I'm carrying umbrella to protect my child. That was not even up to 6 months then. You're not telling me that this child, I see they carry umbrella. Like, what? I don't understand. I don't understand. Somebody has hit me before that I carried my child. I did not. What did she? I can't even remember what she said. I didn't do well. And yes, I know you're trying to correct me, but that does not mean, it does not transcend to you now beating me because you feel I'm not treating my child well. There is no way I will intentionally want to hurt my child. If you are correcting me, you correct me in love. This thing, you're not supposed to do it. Not coming to hit me because you think moreover, what she was even quarreling me for, she later realized that that was the way it should be done, right? So bottom line, and lastly, is that know that there is no way you can love a person's child more than the mother of the child, or more than the parents of the child, especially the mother. There's no way you can love my child more than me. No matter how you want to package it, how you want to make it seem, how you want to make it look, you can never love my child more than me. So let's know this and know peace, all right? I know some of us can relate to what I've said so far. If you can relate, please drop a comment in the comment section. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, stay blessed, stay fabulous, and stay fantastic. I love you, and I love you again. Thank you so much. If you watch up until this moment and you've not subscribed, please subscribe, leave a comment, share, like. Let's grow together, okay? I'll see you guys in the next one.